Hey folks, this is Lawrence with Fellowship of the Father, and today we're going to talk about angels and demons. Angels and demons. So, what does the word angel mean? Let's talk about angels first. Angels. So, when you look at the translation, it actually means messenger. Messenger. An angel is a messenger. So, we're led to believe that angels are these possibly fictional characters that are in white robes and they have angel wings, right? They have little wings on each side. And when I did a study in the Bible, I was thinking, okay, maybe there'll be one or two mentions of angels, and maybe they'll even lean towards a fictional character. But that's not what happens. When you read the Bible, it talks about actual angels, and it's repetitive over and over again. It's like, first time I saw that, I was a little shocked, to be honest. I thought religious people were a little kooky growing up talking about angels. However, let's go ahead and dissect the word angel again. Messenger. That's what it means. Messenger. Think about it. Jesus is a messenger, right? He came to proclaim the gospel, and he brought a message with him, right? So it's a little undefined what angels are. So think about this. What you'll see a lot of times in these symbolic meanings of things, people will talk often about the duality or the difference between men and women, or the energies of men and women. So, like, men are very straightforward, and women are more chaotic and kind of like the wind and kind of like the weather, just all over the place. They're doing their thing. It's not that it's not special. It's not that it's equally not important or whatever. It's just that it's different. And so you got men who are straightforward in their communication and straightforward in their thinking, and they think linear, and they usually 1, 2, 3 systematically. Women are more emotionally driven. They have a tendency to deal with things on different levels simultaneously and try to juggle multiple things all at the same time. And we could see it as good or bad, or we could see it any way we want. So you think of the word angel, and some people would claim that the word angel comes from the word angle. So if you think about it, men are about angles. Like, if we can get things organized, we know the fastest way to get things organized is, if I want to go from point A to point B, it's a straight line. So if you see a park with a sidewalk going straight through it, guess who probably made that design? Or guess which part of the brain was used during that design, the creative or the organizational, right? Where a woman, if she's in charge of creating that park, she's probably going to do a winding walkway, kind of representing the ins and outs of nature, right? So it's more organic. But that's the way men and women think. So think about angel. They've got a message, straightforward message. It's probably hard news. It's probably going to be serious. So what's the opposite of an angel? It's a demon, right? So think about the words that are used to make the word demon. D-E, day, or the. M-O-N, mon, demon, or moon, like in the word Monday. It's where we get the word Monday. It's about moons. So what is a demon? Is it chaos, or is it order? Is it control? Is it straightforward, or is it going to create a little issue, right? So if we can think of our thinking in general as men, either angelic or demonic, then what would it take to be more angelic than demonic, right? It would be less emotion, more control. Less emotion, more control. Does that make sense? So when you have a little devil on your shoulder and you got a little angel on your shoulder, what do you do with that information? It's like the two dogs, right? Which dog do you feed? Do you feed the anger dog, or do you feed the mellow dog? Or do you feed the chaotic dog, or do you feed the obedient God, right? Or dog, I'm sorry. So think in those terms. So say that someone is getting under your skin, right? He said this, therefore I get angry. He, who is external to me, said something to me, and now it's my right to get angry about that because he said something to me. He shouldn't have said something to me. So then you get angry, and then this thing called a policeman shows up who's in control of the control system, and they put the handcuffs on you and they take you away because you were out of control, because you were acting demonic, right? You were too much in your emotions. And that's how angels and demons seem to work. You know, if I'm pulling down a curse on myself saying so, that's not what I'm trying to do. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to define the relationship between the spiritual world and the real solid world, the world that we live in, where we are forced to try to live in. So how do you do that? You get on top of your angels and your demons. We have both, by the way. If you think that you don't have a dark side, then this might not be the channel for you, because this is about truth, and it's about getting to the bottom of the truth. And if you can't even ponder for a minute that you have a dark side, I would expect that you should probably click off and move on. If you're willing to say, like, I'm full of faults, I have my own challenges, my demons, then we could talk about it. We could figure this stuff out. But that's one way to look at angels and demons. Female energy, male energy, chaotic energy, controlling energy. Can you be too controlling? Yes, you can. Can you be too chaotic? Absolutely. Should you allow for a little bit of chaos? Should you be allow for a little bit of emotionality? Probably, because it's there and it was built into your psyche. Not much. You really don't need much drama in your life to make life exciting. You should probably really be careful with that. And so when you think about the yin-yang energies and the symbology, what you're seeing is the 6 and the 9 pattern, and there's a little circle. So what does that mean? That means on the male side, you got a little bit of female. On the female side, you got a little bit of male. And we both have a little bit of that energy in us, and we are supposed to manage that energy. We're supposed to determine how much of that angel, how much of that demon, not, I'm being attacked by demons. An angel will come in and save me. He's going to organize my life and make everything right. Right? Maybe the Bible's telling you a different story than you're actually perceiving it to be, because you've been told in Sunday morning, you don't have any answers. Here's our answers. And what do you think? You're either in or you're out. If you're in, you're all the way in, and you got to believe this dogma. Could there be something symbolically going on that you're not getting hold of, and it's affecting your behavior, it's affecting your family, it's affecting your community, it's affecting your church, it's affecting the state, it's affecting the country, and it's affecting the world wide. Here we are in a world full of emotionality, and it's boiling over into the streets, and it's creating problems. What if there's just a level of self-control that said, I really don't think this is just, and we're going to figure this out? More angel than demon, right? Angels and demons. Okay. So anyway, this is Lawrence with another edition of Fellowship of the Father. If you'd like to contact, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Support me if you can, because I really appreciate it. I'm taking the time out to do these videos. And I would like to get my channel from the amount of subscribers I have to at least 1,000 subscribers. And let's see if we can do that. If you can, just please share the content. If you think I'm a little crazy, please share the content anyway. And I hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.